Yes.
Do you guys focus on the visual first, or the gameplay first, or the story first?
So within Guerrilla, as being part of the concept team, my team focuses on the look of the game, but as a company, we try to have the visuals help the gameplay language, and the gameplay language be explained by the visuals. Horizon Zero Dawn being such a rich and I think it has a lot of depth to it, in the sense that there's a lot of visuals and details to look at. It's a combined effort to tell the same story through narrative, to visuals, and through the gameplay that you do.
Okay. So it brings us to the world's famous Decima engine.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The
Because,
Decima engine.
Kojima said that the Decima is the future of the gaming industry.
Yes.
So what makes it the best engine? So like, what makes Decima?
Why we think Decima is special?
Yeah.
It's hard to describe Decima in technical terms. For now, it's a collaboration between the Kojima Studios and Guerrilla. It's been an engine that's been in development within Guerrilla, and we wanted to take it further and further. And with the help of Kojima, I think it's also going into new places. I think it's not just the technical side of the Decima engine, but also the people that work on it. And having the Kojima production team help further develop this, I think is the best way to look at it going into the future. So there's a lot of, I'm not a technical person, but every time I'm amazed of the translation from the concept art into the game, into the visual style, and what the engine can pull off to depict that. And I've seen it grow from the very first Killzone to where it is now, and I hope it keeps growing like that, and I think it will.
Okay, so the future engine from the Guerrilla will be using Decima and its derivative, or?
Yeah, so Decima was developed within Guerrilla. It's the we've built on several kill zones to get to the point where we are now, and now we're saying, okay, let's combine all of the tech within the studio into an engine, and we feel confident enough that we can share it with the rest of the world, including Kojima Productions.
Okay, so from your point of view, what makes Decima so special?
I think that would be in the technical side of things.
Okay.
And coming from the concept art side, I would, for me, I'm very happy that we're using this because of the way the art is portrayed, the way the lighting works. That helps us convey the mood and setting that we want to. But on a technical level, I'm not specialized enough to tell you what the differences are compared to other engines. Okay, so I'm sorry for that.
No worries. Okay, so the Horizon world is so amazing. So like, we at JagatPlay sometimes wondering, like, how the hell did you come up with the concept with the freaking giant dinosaur robot? So what inspires you?
Thank you for the compliment. So this has been the entire Horizon Zero Dawn was started from a pitch from our studio art director, and from the very beginning that hit a very emotional note of these majestic BBC-like nature settings, combined with this mech high-tech robots that we all love to design and make within Guerrilla. And then this storyline with all of those mysteries to discover. That pitch has been the starting point for us to work from. But it was so filled with mysteries already in the pitch that it felt like we had to explore the entire world before whilst we were designing that.
Okay.
So yes, for us, it's been an adventure as well.
Okay. So why robots? Why not?
Yes.
Why not like aliens or something? Why robots?
So, yes. I think it's Arthur C. Clarke that said a technology profound enough to the untrained eye will look like magic, and that idea of taking technology beyond the understanding of humans, or kind of stalling the technical progression or the mind of humans, and investing in those high-tech creatures, we thought was very interesting. Combining technology and nature, putting these high-tech animals not in an environment that you usually see them, like space or high-tech settings, but dropping them out in nature, I think gives a very nice contrast that hasn't been explored that much. So when designing those robots, we also took a lot of inspiration from nature, looking at what if technology starts evolving, like nature. Nature's been evolving over so many years. What would happen to technology if we give it 1,000 years out in the wild? And a lot of the concepts have been driven by skeletal structures that are derived from nature. Those structures have been honed for millions and millions of years to get to where they currently are. To us, it makes sense that robots take on that similar look and feel, to be able to move around nature, to run, and besides that, it helps blend them in. I think it also creates interesting opponents for you to hunt.
Okay, so next question. Okay, so the transition from the Killzone, this first-person shooter,
Yes.
into an RPG game with an open world for it. So how do you guys adapt to the new genre?
So the new genre for Guerrilla
Yeah.
has been very challenging from the start. Coming off of Killzone Shadowfall, which is a very minute-to-minute controllable experience. It's almost like directing a movie to an extent, into something that's much more open. It's like a playground for the player, and he can do whatever he wants to. That open world for the concept art team was interesting in the sense that we got to develop a lot more content. So we had to beef up the amount of people that worked on this. But for the entire studio, we had to get new experience on board. So we hired a lot of people that had more experience in the field of developing RPGs.
Okay. So, which takes it to the Alloy. Okay.
Yes.
I admit she's maybe divining the modern day Lara Croft, but with a twist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She's little, but she's tough on the in the tough, but have a soft side inside.
Yes, she's driven by an emotional quest for knowledge, but she's also very agile and determined to finding answers. And within this world of Horizon, that means going out there and facing all of the challenges out there, both robotic and others that are lurking in the ruins and the depths of this Horizon universe.
Okay, so in the early beginning of the Horizon, is it the concept is a female? Is Aloy is a female, or
Yes.
is it like
So Aloy was there from the start, from the original pitch. It's never crossed our minds to not have a female there. She is as part of the concept, as the post-apocalyptic world, the nature overgrown setting, as the robots, and Aloy is, I think, crucial for the narrative. But please play the game yourself and explore that.
because of the matriarchal concept?
So in the beginning, it's the matriarchal concept. It's where she fits in her quest to find her mother, and also her place within the game. We were looking for a curious character, someone who wanted to know about the world, and something very agile, something that could outsmart and outsmart the robots when you're hunting that. A big part of the gameplay is studying the robots, using your focus to identify the different pieces on the robots, and then being smart and choosing your right weapons. And as the robots are now roaming these lands and they are the masters of this Horizon universe, you need to be clever with the weapons that you have to take them down. And that kind of clever, agile character, I think we've embodied in creating Aloy.
Okay, so I play a lot of open world games, and Horizon is the one of the difference. Like it makes the difference between this all genre. Yeah, like everyone starts open
world games.
Yeah, open world
yes,
games,
there's a lot of open world games out there.
So what makes you from the studio thinks that this one is different? What makes it so different?
Why is Horizon different than any of the other RPGs that are out there? I think is because for a large part the setting. Our game is driven by wanting to explore the world, and I think with the setting and theming of the world, the lush nature, again the robots, we hope we've created something worth exploring. Combined with our experience in developing action games, our entire Killzone franchise has helped us put an action-orientated take on the genre, which I think sets it apart or gives it its own identity.
Okay, so what's next for Guerrilla?
The launch party.
No, I mean like is there gonna be a sequel in the near future, or
that's
the new Killzone?
That's not why I'm here to talk about
DLC. Okay, so any game that you expected this year besides the Horizon?
Any game that I'm looking forward to. I've seen amazing things from our sister studio, the God of War. They've also taken a very tribal approach to their IP, and I'm looking very much forward to seeing what their take is on this.
Okay, so any idea for the PSVR? So maybe like Horizon Zero Dawn for PSVR or something?
Currently, we have no thoughts on VR integration on Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay, so final questions. Any message for your fans in Indonesia?
For my friends in Indonesia.
Yeah.
To all my Killzone and Horizon fans in Indonesia, thank you for tuning in. I hope you will enjoy playing Horizon Zero Dawn as much as we had designing Horizon Zero Dawn. Thank you for having me.